coaster. He was our rock. I made it so that there's two paths you can take. The first path would be a roller coaster so that you're like him being in a wheelchair. The second one is a walking path where I'm going to tell a story. Gabe was born April 17, 2006 at 7:05 a.m. He was believed to be without oxygen for a period of time. He was diagnosed with pentaplegic cerebral palsy, and the doctor said he wouldn't make it through the night, the day, the week, the month. But he proved them wrong every single time. His family includes David, Don, Isaiah, and Austin. At the time, Isaiah was 4, Austin was 2, he was going to be 3 in May. The boys were so happy to have a baby brother, they'd talk about him all the time. On April 19th, my Aunt Dawn was discharged from the hospital, and Gabe was doing a lot better, so he was taking off quite a bit of his meds. He was able to breathe on his own on April 20th, and was finally been able to be given milk on April 22nd, but it had to be done through a feeding tube and through his stomach. It wasn't much, but he got more every single day. We can now hold him outside the isolate. And then on 5/6, he was in a crib. Since he was born, my grandmother made a Karen Bridge site in honor to talk about Gabe, to keep those who are distant, who wasn't able to come visit him, updated. She even kept updated for not only Gabe, but everyone in our family. For example, on 5/17/06, I found a turtle, named it Crash, and tried to keep it. On 6/1, Gabe got his feeding tube put into his stomach, one that would be able to be transferred. On 6/10, he finally got to go home. Grandma would watch Gabe as the family would go to trips. For example, we went to the Black Hills with family friends. There are times where you have to be very careful about his feeding tube because it can pop out, and if it does, milk goes everywhere. Also, it's a pain in the butt to get back in if you don't know how. Gabe was doing very well for 6 years until in February of 2012, he had high enzyme spikes. They're supposed to be 750, his were 750,000. He was granted a Make-A-Wish trip, and my mom planned our whole family to go around his trip. We all got to go to Disney World as a family. February, we thought we were going to lose our Gabriel, but he ended up surviving the whole thing and for an entire year. On December 30th, we got a phone call at 10 o'clock in the morning. He passed away to sleep. I prayed that it wasn't true, even while in the room with him. Seeing his lips turn blue, he just looked like he did anytime he laid in his bed. But I had to stay strong for my family, because somebody had to make his video and scrapbook. And then I helped my mom make flower arrangements. For that entire week, I was unable to cry until we buried him, because he was my little buddy, and my grandpa's too. Grandpa watched him every day while on the farm, and Gabe kept our family close. The reason for Winnie the Pooh and Friends is because of our trip to Disney World. It was Steph's and my birthday, and we went to eat with Winnie the Pooh and Friends. They all made their rounds like normal, but Tigger stayed a little longer. They're not supposed to talk, but he stopped at Gabe and he cooed and whispered, and according to my dad, he was sitting real close. And every time that Tigger did this to Gabe, it gave him the biggest smile we've ever seen, making the trip to Disney the best we will ever take. Gabe loved Tigger, so Tigger represents him. Pooh is me, Eeyore is Steph, and Piglet is for any other child taken too soon. The stairs to the bridge is life without Gabe. The roller coaster is his life. The stairs is our walk with him. The spiral is the trip to heaven. The cloud shows him being able to walk. So please take a sign or a flower and leave it for a child gone too soon in their memory. You come up to the top and you see Tigger to show him, and then walk over and I have a sign and it goes, "In memory of Gabriel August Hackrat. Please take a sign or flower in memory of a child taken too soon and use a torch to light the way." And I have in front of Tigger saying, "In memory of Gabriel August." When I came up to the top of the stairs, my teacher, Dr. Ariate, made a sign and it goes, "May you dream and play in the most beautiful place in heaven." And it means a lot.